There we go. All right, cool. Sorry about that, everybody. Let's get that link over to Discord for a second. That's awesome. All right, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. So the microphone setup that I use, it has a little connection box to the my little PC, and I guess it was low on battery, but I guess the connection doesn't actually charge the little mic itself, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I did get this mic for free, so can't be upset about a free mic. I feel like this may help my case that it was your internet during Helldivers. It was not my internet during Helldivers. You can't be streaming live and running a game and it be a bad internet connection. Legally, it can't be. No, I'm just funny. So to basically end off with what we're doing, because this is actually a pretty good time to end the stream just in general already. We're going to talk about my last game, and then we're going to show off the models that Matt has so generously provided into the chat. So this is what I played when it came down to, and thank you guys all for jumping back in. I really appreciate it. Because my mic, I didn't charge it, and I'm sorry. It's all my fault. You can all yell at me. It's understandable. Demons. He had demons. But yeah, so we had Be'lakor, a Bloodthirster, two Great Unclean Ones, Lord of Change, Beasts of Nurgle, Fleshhound, a Chaos Lord would jump back, and two Cultist mobs. So that was kind of the big problem is that the Beasts of Nurgle just didn't end up doing anything very good for him, unfortunately. They were just kind of there to hold objectives, but my Demon Prince with 4 damage killed one of them just instantly, and the other one I abandoned that objective because I just didn't need it. And then where he placed the Great Unclean Ones, he just didn't have a good spot to put them because they're just so big, right? And that was the big problem with them, is that when they did Deep Strike, they either Deep Stroke at the end and did some damage where I was able to just be more maneuverable than them. And then all of the rest of these guys got stuck in a triangle and they just couldn't figure out a place to go. And it's just their massive bases. Like, their massive bases is just hard to get these guys into places that they need to go, which was the big problem. And then the Bloodthirster unfortunately went for a trade with the Mauler Fiend, and he picked up the Mauler Fiend, but then I killed the Bloodthirster with Flawless Blades. He did pick up one of my Flawless Blades that I just sent out there to try and touch the objective, but it was one of those where I was like, it's fine. It's the non-Lucius one. And then Lucius's squad was just in the middle, killing every single character because he got to reroll all of his wounds and all of his hits and all of that stuff right there. So it's a good list. I think the problem is just the allied CSM stuff just wasn't really holding up or doing anything. The cultists really weren't able to do anything because they would just get picked up. In which I was telling him that it might be a better idea to maybe go a little bit lower on some of the extra data sheets and some of the allies when it comes down to this, and throw in some havocs, because just being able to deep strike in some las cannons would have been a really big problem on a lot of my units, of being able to go like, all right, 4 las cannons onto flawless blades. That's 4 flawless blades usually getting picked up. So that was the big issue, is just that the funny thing with cultists is that they just don't really do much besides sticky. And when you're just trying to kill, you just don't need them, unfortunately. But it's a fun game. Dylan was a great guy. He was a great opponent. Um, even though when it came down to his cards and his rolls were just, it was one where it's like, dude, that's just not going to help you. I'm sorry. Great guy, though. Super fun to play against him. So I definitely want to play against his demons, too. Cultists are great, but when you're playing a Purge the Foe demons list, you just don't need them for what they're doing. I'm not a hater of cultists. I just know that cultists don't kill. And that's fine. They don't need to kill. Ah! And now, oh my God, this image is so big. How did this be so big? because it's on 3,000%. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, well, that's insane. The fact that they lethal one with 8 wounds is not normal. It's not the you. So here are some of Matt's birds. Look at these guys. So as you there we go. So as you can see, each of these individual models with their grass tuff, those are all on each individual model, but they all make into one field, like from Total War 3. Yeah, this is sick. This is some good stuff right here. This really tickles my brain. And that's all the pink grass he stole from me. He stole all of it from me. Yeah, I'm not a hater of cultists. I just know that they're not supposed to do the killing. But yeah, I just love the choices of grass that you did, Matt. If you're still in there, way to get Nick to like your painting. Use pink. Exactly. I'm a simple folk. Okay. But also look at those wings. Those wings look great. Look, I'm a simple fella. Okay. If you appeal to the fact that I play Emperor's Children, it will be very easy to get me to like your stuff. Well, anyways, we're going to call it because I'm hungry and it's lunchtime. And it's lunchtime for all of y'all as well. And I hope you guys get some good food. I hope you guys have some good times. I hope you guys get in some games with your Space Marines before you lose Oath of Moment. And I hope everybody has a great week. And we will see y'all back on Friday for our painting stream. This week, I'll probably be painting up some Space Wolf Terminator. So we'll be doing some different kind of painting going on. Maybe some non-metallic metal if I feel like it. But we're going to be doing something interesting with the Space Wolves this week. So stay tuned for that. And just like always, we'll see you all on the battlefield. End stream.